All right, well, Jacob just got done with my combine inspection. I thought this was going to be a nice, easy video. We just kind of ease into a few minor repairs, but he found some things that are concerning to him.
Yeah, I think we need to check that elbow out.
Yeah, he thinks there could be an issue with my unload auger. So he got the equipment, specifically a crane on his truck that's going to make this process a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and completely disassemble this unloading auger and see exactly what we're dealing with and what all parts I'm going to have to replace, because this ain't something I want falling off in the middle of the field during harvest time. All right, guys, here you go. Here's a whole unloading system off 7120. And what we was primarily concerned about was the elbow here. You can tell here on the top, you can see how these welds are wore down completely smooth, and the metal down here is not as thick as it is up here. And it's even worse down here on the bottom of the elbow. You know, it probably lasts another year or so, but this metal down here is definitely a lot thinner than what it is up here. And this elbow is what supports the entire unloading auger. And as long as this auger is, and you can imagine it filled with grain stuck out there going through the field bouncing, this elbow is not something you want to have get in bad shape. Otherwise, your auger is going to be laying on top of the grain buggy during the middle of harvest, and you're going to have a lot of stuff tore up. So we're just doing some preventive maintenance before it gets in bad shape and actually breaks. Here's the poly slides that go around the ring, and you know, they're showing some wear. They're not in bad shape, but they are showing some wear. Going to go back with new ones on there. And then I want to ask Jacob if he thinks this cube needs to be replaced. It looks like it's getting thin down here on the bottom where you got most of the wear. What do you say, Jacob?
Getting thinner, but let's see, now this is the end of the elbow right here. It would run a little while, but I say that the fact that we're already this far in it, no harder it is, and you're gonna put the polys on there. I throw that tube in, that way all your tubes is new and your polys be on the augers.
Yeah, that's the other one thing. We already got it off. Might as well go ahead and replace it. Now this the long horizontal one, does it look like it's fine to go back on it, because it was replaced in my combine accident.
It's a lot better than what the other one, because you actually still got your rivet heads and everything where your rivets come through.
All right.
So yeah, it'll still be good. Just that the only one I'd be worried about would be that short one, and of course the elbow needs to be replaced.
We'll go ahead and add it to the list of stuff to order.
10-4.
All right, Jacob just seen what the cause for concern was while my seal was bulging out on the bottom. This bushing that top of the elbow pivots in, yeah, she's done. So that was letting that auger drop down a little bit, which was putting more stress on the poly wear shoes. So this was definitely did not have very much life left in it before we have a catastrophe. And then while we got these augers off, I mean, this auger's still in good shape, but you can kind of see that rippling in there. I mean, so it's starting to wear, so we're going to do the same thing to it. that we did to our vertical auger here. We're going to put these poly wear shoes on there from Lundale Plastics. We've had outstanding luck out of them in the past. I mean, we run them on my older combines. We got on other augers on this combine, run them on our grain cart. We had fantastic luck out of them. So we're going to get a set ordered for the horizontal auger. You shouldn't have to ever worry about these augers again. Now, I put these wear shoes on, we'll say 4 years ago. And I mean, looking at them, you can't even tell that there's hardly any grain that's gone through there. They still look like almost brand new. They will definitely extend the life of an auger. So I can tell you one thing though, my next service truck is gonna have one of them cranes on there. That made this job a whole lot easier than it would have been with a forklift. I mean, as it was with all three of us working, took us about 2.5 hours to take all this off. So it'll take a little bit longer going back on, but if it just been me and Andy here with a forklift, this probably would have been an all-day project for us. So 3 hours of a service call, considering he was already out here to take all this off, going to save us a day's worth of work. Well worth it. All right, we'll bring you back whenever we start tearing into some more of this. I think our fuel pump going to be the next thing we're going to get into. All right, we're back over here on the combine. Again, this morning, got one other thing we can do before we're going to take a couple week hiatus from it, but kind of working in an unconventional environment here because we got to do some work on the fuel system, and it's probably going to take at least a week, if not 2 weeks, to rebuild this stuff at the shop we're going to take it to, and we definitely don't want this combine tying up the shop over there while we're waiting on parts. So what we got to do today is the high pressure fuel pump. Think that it's probably getting kind of wore, showing about 13,000 psi pressure when it should be showing over 17,000 psi pressure. It's still running good and everything, but with it not having the specs that it's supposed to have, it's probably on its way out. And last thing we want is for this thing to be down a week during wheat harvest, corn harvest, whatever. So we'll get all that rebuilt, and then all the injectors, we're going to take them out, have them checked, rebuilt if needed. And all the injectors going to be up underneath the valve cover right here. So should be pretty simple. Jacob told me that there's no timing issues with this pump. Just take the lines loose, take it off, and take the injectors out. Should be pretty straightforward. Please don't drop that nut down there. All right, let me get finished getting the pump pulled off here, and oh, maybe the gear stays in place. I don't know. I know I see one bolt here. There got to be another bolt down here, but I can't see one anywhere. All right, we got all our bolts out, lines taken loose. Trying to ease it off here. Make sure that gear don't fall down. I think we'll come loose there. There's one bolt back here gonna be real fun to get started back. All right, there we go. I'm on the snake on out of there, baby. And I still got, I hate these plastic fuel lines with a passion. All right, pop over. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how easy they just come off. Oh, look at that. All right, I believe these rocker arms have got to come off. You have to get the injectors off. These are the injectors we're looking for right here. But this whole rocker arm assembly's got to come off. All right, and I'm probably gonna need your help because these will slide off the ends, what Jacob said. I got all our fuel lines loose and electrical lines loose, so we're just going to set this up out of the way where the injectors hopefully will just pop right out. I don't know. So you just have to twist these slightly. They don't unscrew. All right, there's some hold down clips right here that I didn't notice just because it's so dim and everything's covered in oil, but got the hold down clips loosened. Now I should just be able to pop them out like that. Uh-oh, don't want to drop anything down that hole. That's the injector right there. We'll take all these out, take the pump over to Taylor Diesel in Jackson, have them run through it, do what they got to do, and maybe we'll have a little bit more horsepower come wheat harvest. All right, we don't have it screwed in yet. We just got it set in place. Let's see what kind of airflow we got before we screw everything back on here. Well, we got decent airflow. Not overpowering like what I was expecting. All right, got the cover back off because I'm just not happy with the airflow through it. It's better than what it was, but I don't think it's what it should be. So anyway, we got shining light over here on the back side of the core. You can kind of see light coming through a little bit in some places there, but as we move over this way, I occasionally catch a glimpse of light, but not much at all. So I think there in the middle, it's still plugged up. So somehow this thing's got to come out. Well, as Andy would say, cleaning the air conditioner evaporator turned into a chemistry test. See that smoke coming off of it? I mean, we doused it good with that aluminum brightener acid wash, got it all down the cores. You can tell it was foaming up pretty dirty. So there's definitely still some dirt in there. This is our second go around on it. Woo, that's pretty warm. Look at all that trash and stuff that came out the bottom side of it. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt coming out there. Morning.
Let's get these tractors out of here today.
We've been working on these tractors way too long. It's time to get them out of here and get something else in here. It's already springtime and we ain't even anywhere close to being ready to go to the field. All right, Andy giving the pan a final clean before we put our coils back in there. We got them good and clean, washed them out like 3 times with acid wash. Hopefully there's some aluminum left in there to hold the Freon in, but I feel pretty confident we got all the dirt out of it. Hey, come on, baby, go back in. All right, got everything back in. Let's before we put the covers and stuff back on, let's see if we can blow your hat off there.
Let's see.
Yeah, we need to tape that up or caulk it one. They're losing some airflow there. We're losing some airflow somewhere around this housing here.
I wonder if we could get some of that foam out of the boxes. We can pick it up and just shove it down in here. Right, it blocks all the dirt from getting in there too.
All right, well, Andy's been working on getting platform and everything back in there and stuff cleaned up. I've been working on this muffler, getting this aluminum heat shield wrapped all the way around there to where hopefully it will protect my cases. I did find one crack in the muffler right here that was letting hot gases get out, but back here, not sure why it's causing it to melt. I mean, the heat shielding on the plastic definitely is not adequate, but that's the way it came from the factory. Possibly we got this tractor tuned 10% over on horsepower. That could be a reason for it. So I don't know. We're going to try out this heat shielding here, see if it protects it. Worst case scenario, it ruins my heat shielding, and you know, we're out $60. Unlike a whole lot of money for this plastic down here. So anyway, I'm gonna try and get this bolted back up before lunch, and after lunch we'll tackle putting the seat and stuff back in there. Well, I do believe me and Andy have used all our vocabulary as special language today. I've got done with my project. I had to take these things off like 4 times to get everything just right. I hate messing with these freaking plastic shields. Nothing wants to line up right or whatever. But anyway, we got it back together, nice and solid. Should be fully insulated. You can see it in there, so shouldn't be any more problems with this melting. We wrestled the seat back in, and now Andy's trying to wrestle that big old heavy awkward armrest onto the side of the seat.
Yeah, I'm still coming up with my vocabulary words right now.
You're trying to have to invent new words?
Yeah. Well, I think they invented new bolt holes on us while we had the seat out.
We've been continuously cleaning this cab of all the dirt and stuff as we've been taking stuff apart, but heck, it looks like we need another detailing in here. You need me to hold that up or anything?
I think I keep putting it in the wrong hole. I can't figure out which hole it goes in back here.
I know it was confusing on me when I took it off the first time finding them.
It's not lining up like it needs to, I don't think. But you know, now I'm at the point of taking that one back out and trying that same hole again. So.
All right. Well, I got to go meet with the landlord. I'll be back shortly. If he still ain't got it, we'll put our heads together.
All right. I'm gonna play with it for a little longer. If not, I'm just gonna rip that filter out of that one while you're gone. Take another hydraulic bath real quick.
All right. Well, it's getting late today, and our goal of getting both these tractors done today is not going to happen. We hadn't even gotten this one in here, but well, we just about got this one done. One last thing to do. We got our drawbar back from Bo, so we're gonna hopefully stick the pin in there and get this thing mounted up. Hopefully all my measurements and everything is correct, and that pin will slide right in there. Right. Oh, it looks like it's off just a hair. Yeah, I mean, it's just barely hanging on the lid. It's just off just a fraction of hairs. Can you take a sledgehammer and see if you can knock that drawbar up in there just like another millimeter? Man, that's right there at it. Right there at it. Oh, wait, it's going. I don't think it's going to drop out though. That's going to be the problem. So once I get it in there, that's the only way this pin's coming out is with gravity. Maybe so. Take a sledgehammer and see if you can tap it in there just a smidge more. Oh. I hit it again. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's not even off 1/10 of a millimeter. I think I can do a little bit more grinding right here and maybe get us the slack we need.
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if you're grinding on. Are you talking about on these little ones?
No, right here. It's in on the housing right here. Hand me that grinder. All right, welded this little piece on the bottom of the pin where we can let's get a pry bar under there and grab it and pull it out if we need to. So let's see if we can hammer this thing home here. There she goes. Yeah, she's definitely not going to drop out on her own when we pull the clip out on top. But we can get a pry bar into there and we can wedge it. We can pry it out now. That'll work all right. All right, got our clip in. New drawbar secure. We can go hook to the dirt pan now. All right, it's quitting time for the day.
Let's quit.
We will get these done and we'll get the planter in here tomorrow for sure. I don't care if we have to stay till midnight, we're doing it.
We're getting the planter, these two out of here for sure tomorrow.
For sure, and the planter in here.
The planter in here.
We're not going home till that happens.
The planter's being pulled in here at 4:45 tomorrow, is what I heard.
Hopefully before then. Yeah, this tractor, we don't have too awful much to do to it. It ought to go pretty quickly. Fingers crossed. All right, looks like we got rain coming today, and I'm gonna get the planter in here before it gets muddy behind the shed. So I guess all we got left is this tractor. I know we got to change out the lights and then replace the right mirror arm. So which one you want to tackle? I'll do the other.
And we still got the filter on it too.
Oh yeah, you still got the filter. I'm not going to tackle the filter. You can do that.
I can do the mirror if you want.
All right.
I haven't tried it yet.
Drake's ready to see the tractor's out of here too, aren't you? Somebody showed up a fuel pump from a combine.
Somebody? What the hell?
$950 to rebuild the high pressure pump. All the injectors tested out good, so saved quite a bit of money there not having to rebuild injectors.
And they did say that they were very clean injectors. So, I don't know. This is everything that they sent it with, and there you go.
All right. Almost forgot. Got to charge the AC system on this. So we broke the lines loose. So first thing we'll do is pull a vacuum on it, make sure we got all the moisture out of the system. Then blow some Freon in there. I'll probably let this run, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. All right, here on this tractor, other than replacing all the halogen bulbs with LEDs, we got this mirror right here that broke sometime late last fall. You can see it coming apart right there. Actually, the end right there is what broke right there. So it's about to fall off. Unfortunately, these are power mirrors, and we got a cord going there inside the rail on the cab, so we're going to take the interior part to replace it. I'd sure like to know how Kelly broke that mirror.
And she did a toll on it. She blames it on me.
Yeah, she always saying that she doesn't tear anything up on this farm. She's the one driving the grain cart and the module mover, so.
Up there popping wheelies and breaking stuff.
I guess she's raw hiding it through the field. We're going to have a talk to her about how she treats the equipment around here. It's never just as simple as replacing the mirror, is it?
No.
Mirror mounts right here. This little hole here is where the wiring harness goes through with the plug on in, and tried pulling it out, and the plug came unplugged, and the harness is there in the cab, so got to pop the cab shell loose. And you got the harness pulled up right there, you can see.
I see her. We're getting close though.
Now we're trying to fish a rope down through there so we can grab the other plug
and pull it back
through and up and connect it. Things shouldn't have to be that hard.
We are making it though, because there's our string. All
right, let me hand you let's go ahead and get both the arm. Well, I guess before we do that, we need to put that old mirror on the new shaft, then we'll bolt it up there and try and fish the wire through. All right, we just got the AC vacuum charged that held pressure, and got her filled up with Freon, 38.8 ounces, approximately. Andy, I tell you what, it sounds like a tornado in the cab now.
That's a good thing. Like the strong weather in there.
Yeah, gotta make sure when we put that filter in after Kelly gets it, it's sealing off good because I don't want to have to do that again. All right, Andy got the new mirror installed. I got all the lights changed. All right, Andy, let's see what she looks like. Woo!
Is it bright?
Wait, you're going to have to crank it up. The top LEDs ain't coming on. Yeah, go ahead and start it up. All right, flick your high beams. Let me see if those work. Oh yeah. That's what the back looks like. Oh yeah. All right, you got it all. I don't know about you. I'm about ready to plant at night.
I'm ready to go all night now.
It's gonna look like a small city going through the field. I will say, these right here in the middle are the factory HID lights. I do believe that HID lights put out a little bit more lumens than what the LEDs do. Now, these are gonna be smaller LED bulbs. You don't expect them to put out like your main headlights do, but the HIDs definitely got a little bit warmer color to them. Now, I think they put out a little bit more, but I'm plumb tickled. You might not like it, but I see a lot of night working in our future.
I don't see much night in the tractors.
Yeah, we might be working at night when the sun goes down, but it ain't gonna be nighttime in the field.
It's still gonna be daylight.
Yeah, after looking at those, I'm thinking those 6 across the cab on my combine, might have to replace them too. All right, well, I believe that concludes the repair work on our tractors. Kelly's gone to get the condenser for the loader tractor, and we'll slap that back on. But I think we got enough content for this video, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up now. We'll end this video and get the next video started right after this, as soon as we get the planter here in the shop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.